Jai Sri Ram. In the Dasabodha, in the fourth samasa of the 14th Dashakam, Samartha Ramdas ji describes what can be called Kirtana Lakshanas. Kirtana Lakshanas. The nature of the discourse on Hari, that is Krishna or Rama. And Ramdas ji gives an advice on several aspects to the Katha performers, the Katha Vachaks, the raconteers, regarding the qualities one must adopt and those which one must avoid. The gist of this thing is like this. Now, I feel that all of us, every one of us, even if you are not good at Sanskrit, it doesn't matter. If you understand the meaning of the Bhagavad Gita, with your vast experience in life, with your reading, you should be able to use your own stories and explain Bhagavad Gita. And if you have a problem in pronunciation, get somebody to read the shlokas. That's also perfectly justified. But these are qualities which you must have. What are the qualities we must cultivate? Spontaneity, devotional mood, and bring it out through your chanting or singing and narration, and let the listener imbibe the bhakti bhava. Bhakti bhava. The bhakti bhava should be cultivated. Sometimes, the Harikatha Vachak may become very deeply emotional also. There's nothing wrong in that. Because creating the bhakti bhava is very important. Celebrate the various attributes of God. Revel in explaining them. Sing songs, sing new songs if possible. Use a karaoke, no problem. Use a karaoke. And have a pair of kartals, castanets. And you will have to monitor them, otherwise people will take them and go away. It has almost happened a couple of times with me, so I managed to get them back. So this is the problem, people will happily take them away. It costs money to buy them, right? So you have to be careful. Sing sweetly, talk sweetly, don't shout. Cultivate, try to train yourself. Narrate from your heart and narrate to the point. Use variety, avoid monotony. Prepare yourself very well. Prepare thoroughly, over prepare. And constantly add to your knowledge by studying constantly. And you must have all information at your fingertips, for which you must create some posters or laminates, or keep your cell phone on the screen in which all the important points will be there. So you do not carry papers and all that, it doesn't look okay. And say what you know well. Don't try to impress people that you know much more than what you really know. No boasting. And enjoy the meaning of the songs while singing. And if you enjoy, the listener also will begin to understand and enjoy. Don't say anything that is not connected to Krishna or Rama, directly or indirectly. And then be alert and focus only on the Gita or Rama or whatever topic that you are. You can always talk about Rama and Krishna, but don't get carried away by the praise or affection that the listeners are showering on you. And emphasize the truth. Be humble. Emphasize the truth. Remember that listeners of a Katha Vachak or Bhagavad Gita Pravachan, I consider Bhagavad Gita also as Harikatha only. Because though I'm not a good singer, I use karaoke, and in between we can sing a few nice bhajans. And so so that becomes a Harikatha. Okay. So the Harikatha listeners or Bhagavad Katha or Bhagavad Gita Katha listeners are of three types. Enlightened souls will be there, intellectuals, enlightened souls who are truly immersed in bhakti, like alvars. That is one category. Intellectuals will be there who take pride in being very rational. They will ask questions and all. And then worldly people are there, very mundane. These three categories are there. The first category, the bhaktas, For them, you should narrate the stories of Tukaram and great sants and establish the higher truth of bhakti. And always give examples from science, quantum physics, so that the second category are also impressed and they will also feel humbled before the Lord. And to the third category, teach them the importance of vairagyam, abhyasa vairagyam. Okay. And what are some undesirable qualities which we must discard and avoid? I have noticed many people, have this. These are not good. We must avoid this. What? Eschew. Eschew singing boastfully and with pride. Don't make the harikatha a music concert. And avoid getting familiar with the audience, over familiar with the audience. And don't belabor them on the same point repeatedly, going on and on about the same point. Avoid praising or criticizing a particular person or people to promote one's own views. No vulgarity, no innuendos, no sexual innuendo, nothing of that sort. Please don't do that. No dirty jokes, no overacting, no overdressing also. Bedizened, don't overdress up and wearing impressive costumes. That is not good. Be humble. Of course, dress nicely, but no bedizening yourself. Bedizin, bedizen, over decorate. And then avoid talking about silly things, mundane things, worldly things, cheap and half truths just to create an effect. Please avoid that. And avoid creating empty fantasies and all kinds of overblown. Avoid also hurting, criticizing, making vengeful remarks on others. This is important. Should not be too strong and too negative. No nagging, and always maintain your dignity. And never praise or promote yourself. Never praise or promote yourself. In fact, you can crack a joke on yourself once in a while. That is perfectly all right. And then, if the listeners praise you, don't get carried away. Bow and receive it. Do not dance with inappropriate gestures, or circle on and on just to attract people. Dancing, you can dance, no doubt, but it has to be with the spirit of bhakti. And avoid describing the charm of the female figure. This is also something you must avoid. Sometimes I notice, Harikatha Pravachana Kartas, they overdwell on the female figure and the beauty of the female. Please don't do that. That will distract the listener. And put away all craving for money and fame. Only think of Rama. Only think of Krishna. And never make extraordinary, extreme statements. I hate this. I will do this. No threats and no kind of, self-promotion. So I hope you listen to it very carefully. I added a few observations of my own, but these are all points which Samartha Ramdas ji mentioned in the Dasbodh about qualities which you have to cultivate if you aspire to be a Katha Vachak, and also qualities which you should avoid, right? Jai Shri Ram.